Let me check some stuff. Okay, it should be fine. How's the music? Seems to be okay. Hello, Bay. I mean, Deadly Hatred. Sorry about yesterday. Not yesterday, but last stream. I don't know what happened. My internet just cut out for, I don't know, maybe like half an hour or so. Yeah, I couldn't get it to be fixed. So I've refunded your channel points. Hi, Birdie. Thank you for 9 months. You're officially a Twitch baby. Congratulations. Thanks for being here for so long. But yeah, so I gave you back your channel points. So, you know, if you do feel like going again, then yeah, just let me know. You should have your points back. Oops, I died. Give me 5 minutes. All right, no problem. No problem at all. We have a Twitch baby. We do. How does it feel to have been to be finally born? That doesn't sound quite right. But yeah. How are you today, Birdie? Hope you've been well. Is it safe to be going for all these D-spins? Not really, but it's fun. Uh-oh. This is a pretty bad situation. We're able to make it out of it, no problem. Uh-oh. Ah, we got second. Thank you for the hydration check, Kirby. Teeks, hello? Holy fire, hello. Derby boy. That makes you sound like a Yu-Gi-Oh villain, right? Wasn't it Pegasus who always went around calling Yu-Gi-Moto like Yu-Gi boy? Is that a thing, or am I just misremembering this from like YouTube spoofs? I swear he would say stuff like that. I didn't really watch too much of the Yu-Gi-Oh anime when I was a kid. I remember watching not too much. Yeah, I actually don't really remember anything at all. I remember at one point they made Yu-Gi-Oh on bikes, right? They were like dueling while they were racing on motorcycles, and I just thought, even as a kid, I was just like, this is really stupid. But hey, you know, maybe I was just very quick to judge. Maybe it was better than I remembered. Okay. I didn't want to cover up that side, but I was kind of forced to. Uh-oh. I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh, so that I don't know the reference, but yeah, I guess it works. I'm just called Danny Boy by my friends. Like the song? You know, the oh Danny Boy, the pipes, they're calling. That one? I'm quite fond of that song. I think it's a really nice melody. How's everyone doing though? For those of you who are still in school, it's coming up, finals. So yeah, I'm also feeling a little bit of the pressure of finals. I've got my final examinations next week, and gosh, I'm getting a little bit nervous. Oh, oops. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, no, it was all on purpose. There's something similar to that. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D was actually good. What does 5D mean? Just got home. If you ignore the concept, I have no idea what the concept of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D was. Everyone's here. Yeah, hi David. Need to start applying for colleges, but unfortunately I love to procrastinate. That reminds me. So today, there's a quiz in my anatomy class, okay? Not only is there a quiz, but throughout the semester we've been assigned, I guess, these modules. Basically, they're like basically glorified worksheets, okay? You just have to answer some questions about the chapter that week, and it's open book, right? And you can try as many times as you like In fact, they won't even let you leave. They won't let you finish the worksheet until you've gotten everything like mostly correct. Okay, so it's pretty much just a participation grade. So keep in mind, we've been given all semester to work on this. And this morning in my pre-hospital care class, I hear somebody talking about like, oh, you know, what does the thymus gland do? Which hormone controls what? And I look over, I'm like, are you not complete? It's due today. It was like due in the afternoon, and she's just like, oh, don't. I was just like, how many do you have left? And she's like, don't ask questions to things you don't want to. We had all semester to do them, and she didn't do them in time. She even knew yesterday that they were going to be due, but still not done. I hope that she finished them, because you have to do all of them if you want to get the participation grade, and those things cannot be done at the last second. Those things take an hour. Those things take a long time. Yesterday I was finishing up to do 3 of those modules. It took me like, they were like particularly long ones too. Sometimes they're shorter, sometimes they're longer, but like it took me like 2 hours to finish 3 of them. Another hydration check from Kirby. How are you today, David? Did you finish your homework yesterday? 5D's the bike one. Okay. I just give up on homework sometimes. But like this one is like, it was free, you know, like it's open book. You can literally just guess your way, because like most of the worksheets are like fill in the blank or multiple choice, right? So I don't know. Well, anyways, I was just happy that I was not in that predicament. I made sure to finish on time, and I got to enjoy not being in that situation. It was fantastic. Yeah, I don't know. I've always been a little bit of a procrastinator, but it's not that I leave things to the point where I can't get them done on time. Like I feel like I have a pretty good estimation of my capabilities. So like I know that I can still get something done even if I leave it to the last minute, right? Otherwise I will start on time. There's only been a few times where I overestimated myself, or I just didn't care enough. So there's one time I was taking this immunology class, and there was an essay that was due, and I didn't start the essay until an hour before it was due, and I said I'll just cop the late penalty. The other time that something happened like this was that I was taking this virology class, and I went to the first few lectures, and I was just like, okay, this is like the professor's literally just saying everything off the slides, right? I can just come back like maybe a few days before the midterm, and then I'll study for it and it'll be fine. And then a few days before the midterm, I went to go have a look at the material, and for some reason it just got extremely dense really fast. And then I realized, I'm like, oh, okay, this is gonna be a bit harder than I thought. Then I checked, like, I don't know what possessed me to do this, but I checked online, like, what are this professor's tests like? And it was very bad. It was like, you know, the multiple choice that you really dread. It's like, you know, they'll give you 4 statements, and it's just like 1 and 2 are correct, or 3 and 4 are correct, or stuff like all the above are correct and none of the above are correct. So it's like one of those ones. I was just like, uh-oh, I may have taken this course a little bit too lightly. And I was so convinced that I would not pass this midterm, I just dropped the course. So yeah, those are the only 2 notable times I can think of that procrastination got the better of me. I finished some of it. One of them I just turned in incomplete. Do you get part marks? Done with classes. Okay. And now, Deadly Hatred wants to play. I'm just gonna go ahead and boot up Tetrio, because I know that is your preferred way to play. So let's switch over to there. I have no idea how he grades. Math grades are kind of a black box. That's true, right? When you design a question, right? Wait, David, do you write do you write questions for your classes that you TA? Right? And if you do design questions, like what's your thought process behind it? How do you make sure it's a fair question? How do you decide how many marks are awarded to a math question? Sometimes, okay. Quizzes are shared among TAs. So you guys work together to make it, right? That's how it is? Let me go ahead and switch. I guess Nightbot doesn't want to cooperate. You kind of think about the right way to do it and which steps are necessary. You give points based off of which steps they did right and how close they were to performing these steps. Okay. Well, I guess it might be kind of pointless for me to ask you for an example because, oh, I didn't think I would die. I thought I'd get a chance to. I thought I'd get a chance to downstack at least. Okay. Have you ever written a question where you were like, ooh, that might have been too hard, or maybe a question that you thought was hard, but like, I don't know how you design your questions. Do you design your questions so that everybody can do them? Or do you design your questions so that only a certain percentage of the students will be able to solve it? I don't even know how you would go about, or like how you would even determine whether a question was, yeah, I don't know. Sorry if you can't really answer that question. I acknowledge that it's a bit of a weird one. We planned for them to be very easy, then it turns out they aren't. I see. Okay. We can do another warm-up if you like. Okay. Gotta change this match. First to 10. Save. Start. Good luck, have fun. Oh, what? My F got cut off. Okay. Oh yeah, and David, how did the news go over when you had to hand out the marks for your class? You seem very torn about it last time. Or you seem to be agonizing over the decision. Or you really did not want to be the bearer of bad news. I like this song. Sounds like it's got a bit of a space theme going on. Oh, that's spooky. It's got people chanting in the background. Oh, uh-oh. Well, surely that can't be any good. Some kids look sad, but I think most were just resigned to their given fate. Oh, so they already knew what was coming. It's a very interesting way to stack. We can check online before class. Okay, I see. Do people come to you for office hours and stuff? Or do you find like your office hours are largely going to waste? You know, people aren't showing up and asking questions. And oh, I feel like I've asked this question before, but like about cheating. No, I don't think I've asked you this question. No, I remember now. Somebody asked you this on your podcast about cheating, and did you ever catch somebody cheating, and like how did they respond? And I remember the story you gave was really funny. I think you said like they tried to change their answers on the paper and return it back in as if you had marked it improperly. I forget who asked you about that, but I do remember somebody asking you about it. It would have been Mitzvoy? Okay, I see. I'm getting demolished. Okay, you know what? I have to get my head in the game. Oh, whoops. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. I'll stop being cool for a second. Let's focus a little. Well, you know, I've been trying to do some cool stuff too. So we just got to make sure we don't lose, right? No, that's not good. Boom. Oh, I didn't get to even a chance to downstack that. Oh my goodness. I'm actually trying now and I'm getting crushed. Okay, Mr. Jeremy, you're going on the phone. I have to use the PC for other things. Okay, no problem. Hi, Leo. How are you doing? How are you doing today? Sorry about last stream. I lost connection. I don't know why. I have no idea why. It just happens. Internet provider sucks, I guess. Fortunately, the Z-Spin triple tower opener has already been invented. Wait, what? Have you been working on one or something? What's going on? Or maybe you're continuing the discussion with David from another day. Seems... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. messed up big time over there. Wanted to invent one, but someone already invented it. Well, is it practical? Is it good? What does it look like? Send me a link. I'm playing this quite poorly. Alright. I want, it's hella efficient in terms of ZST per piece. I didn't know that efficiency, ZST per piece, I didn't know that was a thing. I did not know that was a statistic. This should be all right. Oh, that's not good. That's a very bad misdrop. I'm deceased for that. All right, back to back SZ spin triple. What? All right, this will be very interesting. Solomon, coming in hot. Thank you so much for the raid. I thought you were going to be playing Mario Kart for longer. How did that go? How were the rest of your matches? Not matches, but how were the rest of the tracks? I'll give you a shout out in a second. Maybe in between rounds here. Let me go. Oh, Flight did it for me. Thank you. Dream, hello. What's up? It was very fun. The new tracks are very exciting. Yeah, unfortunately, I was only able to see you play on that Rainbow Road 3DS. Not 3DS. Was it the 3DS version, or was it just the regular DS version? Because I haven't played DS Mario Kart in forever. Even when I had a DS and stuff. I didn't really get to play the game that much because my brother was always hogging it. So yeah. Like, oh, what tracks do I even remember? Like, I remember there's one called like TikTok Clock. I thought that one was always really cool. Oh man, what are these misdrops coming out? Where are these coming from? From whence are you coming? Can I live this? Oh, these are very close calls, let me tell you that much, Bane. That's the 3DS Rainbow Road is very good. Doing good, Jeremy? Hope you're having a chill day. I am, thank you. Hey, JPM's here. Hi, thank you for the follow. What's going on? How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Yeah, honestly, I haven't played Mario Kart in a hot minute. Maybe it's probably because I'm not very good at Mario Kart. And you know, I like to avoid the things that I'm not good at and do the things that I am good at. GG. Oh, it looks like Bane got a misdrop at the end. I might have to look at that. Hi, I did not know that you stream. Well, I feel like maybe it's not so classy to just say like, oh, by the way, I stream and stuff. Some people, they would really prefer people not to self-promote, so I don't bring it up unless it's really, I feel like it's relevant. And yeah, Dream, I'm having a good day. I went to school today, and then I went to go hang out with a friend. We played some Pokemon Go. I caught a shiny Timber today. So that's really cool. And then I went to the gym and I'm back home now. LeMail, yes, my channel motto is playing games I like and am good at. Exactly. It's JPM, thank you for the gift sub. Oh yeah, JPM. Most generous soul of all time. Gives out gift subs to all of the homies channels. I forgot to say good luck, have fun. Okay, sorry. Please forgive my rudeness. Uh-oh. 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 I died. I understand and take the same approach, but what the... what is going... JPM, that's not what... This is not my intention. I just wanted to let other people know... Okay. Oh no. What's happened? Why are people so generous? Why are people so generous? Oh my goodness. Well, I'll look and see who received gift subs in a sec. Oh my goodness. who got one? David, Bjar, Rainwing, Mitsu, Peaceful. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, the next time I see them, I'll have to let them know about your great deeds. Yeah, well, you know what? If that's the case, then of course I gotta let everybody else know about JPM's very cool Tales of Arise streams. So, Flight, if you're still there, can you give a shout out? Oh my goodness, this is overwhelming. I lost a sub. Oh, okay, I can only focus on so many things at once, guys. It's Tetris or the stream, and I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed in both right now. Okay. See, we'll just chill in Tetris until we can process what just happened to us. Okay, I'm processing. Yes, JPM. She plays Tales of Arise, which has been really cool. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. You'd have to show up and see. It's like anime. It's like anime. It's very anime-like. So if you like anime, then I guess you'll probably like Tales of Arise. Seems like a very interesting game. And she also plays Overwatch, I believe. Although I've not been able to catch any of those. Also, I don't really watch too much Overwatch. I don't really know too much about the game. But yeah. Can I live this? I can. It is livable. Oh. Almost made a huge misdrop. JPM's Tales of Arise is very fun to watch. We're so close to the end. I'm so sad for it to conclude. It's so good. Oh, I haven't swung by in a while, so... Ooh, I kind of want to know what happens. But, you know, maybe I'll just have to catch up next time on our stream. But yeah. Thank you guys for dropping by. It's been, I don't know, been having a lot of fun. Chatting and stuff. Okay, where was my eyepiece? My eyepiece wasn't showing up. Just gotta make it last long enough for the Tales of Symphonia remaster release. We got the chat, we got the stuff. What else could he want? Exactly. What else could a man want? This is the life, you know? Hang out with your friends while playing Tetris. This is all I ever wanted. It's all I ever dreamed of. I have like a Discord server where a lot of people that I know IRL, we hang out, and I made a chat for Tetris friends, but it's largely gone unused for probably a few years now. It's very sad. Nobody wants to play Tetris with me anymore. No, they're just all too busy to play. Oh, cheese it up. Send so much cheese. Just die. Send so much cheese that you just die of lactose intolerance. Some channels in Discord just do be empty. I mean, they hear the thought of your keyboard and understand it to be threatening. No. It's just... It's... Some people... It's ASMR, okay? Now, I don't really believe in ASMR. But some people consider it to be like ASMR, okay? It's supposed to be a peaceful sound. It's a peaceful sound. Trust me, guys. It's peaceful. You ever seen a skim like that? Never in my years have I done anything like that. And many times in my years have I done something like that. It's okay. Yeah, we'll be fine. Should we do a funny move? Oh, oops. I messed it up. I wanted to do a Z-spin triple. I thought it would have been funny. In fact, I think it's just gonna make me lose. Or not. My thread winds on. Uh-oh. Alright. Okay, we salvaged it. Thanks for the gift. So, oh, Nicole, you're here. Nicole is the one who likes the keyboard ASMR. It's peaceful, he says, going at 200 APM. I cannot play at 200 APM. Sorry, guys. I'm a mere 80 APM player. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, it's fine. Everything is okay. It's all under control. Ooh, okay. Zune Gamer was threatening to make me to do finesse training. Wait, what power does Zune have over you, Loxish? Does he have your family hostage or something? Oh. I didn't mean to do that. Believe it or not, I didn't mean to do that. I watched BBB play some Tails. I don't remember which one. It sounds situationally situational. Did you know that a Z-spin? Can I interest you? Like, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior? Z-spin triple. I don't even remember what you said. Z-spin triple tower. Extremely situational is exactly how I would describe it. Extremely dead is how I describe myself right now. Oh, but what if I wasn't dead? Imagine that. What do you guys think? What if I wasn't dead? I bet you guys thought I was dead. I thought I was dead, okay? I didn't even believe in myself. You probably thought, what is Jeremy doing? He's setting up an STSD. Of course. You have a little faith. I'll do it again. Oh, oops. Whoops. Then I learned what finesse was. This stream's just Schrodinger's box. Is he dead or not? Only one way to find out. Yeah. I was dead. Yeah. I don't think there's any way out of this. I think I've just yeah, I've made some mistakes. What if? Okay, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. I was like, what if I do a cool donation here? It wasn't worth it, man. It's not worth it at all. Okay, but that cool donation was pretty cool. May have been worth it. Okay, this one's not worth it. This one's not worth it. I repeat, this one was not worth it. Gotta lurk and take care of my dog. I'll be listening to the aggressive key clacking. All right, no problem. Schrodinger's Tetris topped out or not? Yes. So everyone close your eyes and try to guess when I top out. Don't actually do that. You'll miss all the cool stuff. It's always topped out if you do the ZSTTO. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Leo? The ZSTTO. Okay, yeah. Okay, I promise I'll look at the link that you sent in a moment. Oh, look at that. Rhymes. That was supposed to be I promise I was trying to do something cool, guys. It just didn't carry over very well. Oh, look at that. Beautiful donations. Awful donations. Okay, never mind. Bars out here. Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not a rapper. I ain't a rapper, but I'm about to end this man's whole career. All right, let's get Bane with the funny opener. It wasn't funny enough. He didn't laugh. Okay, this is rapidly getting worse. Okay, never mind. GG. All right, thanks for the games, Bane. I always feel whenever I'm playing against you, it's I always have to send like a really big spike because you've got really good defense. One more? No, unfortunately, I think 2 is the most I can do for now. We got to get back to playing on Justress. But yeah, thank you for the games, and it's always a pleasure. So let's get back to here. I once tried to play blind Tetris. I closed my eyes, get a friend to tell me what's in the place queue. Oh, right. I gotta go look at this link. Where's this link? I gotta scroll up. Okay, let me see who got a sub. Nicole Egg Benene, Skater Boy, Holy Fire, Marcos. Oh, okay, and that's where I left off. Okay. Where? Here it is. Sorry, it took me so long to find. Let me hide some stuff so that way you guys can see this. Okay, back-to-back Z-spin triple. What on earth is this? How do you construct this? Why would you do this in the first place? Using a wall kick. If the wall kick is present, the SRS law. Okay, it's like the laws of physics. Empty Z-spin triples. The dotted square below. What does this mean? I'm reading these words and I understand them, but I don't know what they mean. Look at this setup. Oh my goodness. Whilst other methods do exist, undoubtedly the most efficient way to do B2B ZST SSTs is through a method called Z-spin triple stacking. It allows for restack of the build, unlike methods using a hang, in which one will have to clear the hang. I don't know what this means. Oh, this one uses a funny. This one uses a funny spin. Okay, let's try this, guys. So you have a 3 wide, right? You can use a bunch of J pieces, or you can use L's. You use L pieces. All right, I'm gonna try this. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try this. This is gonna be really funny. Oh, wait, hold on. Game over is here. I turn away for 1 second. Jeremy is over here learning dark magic. I kinda am. It doesn't do anything extra. It does brain damage. That's exactly a mega zipper. All right, Minnie's here. Wait, Minnie? Did I miss Minnie's message? Oh no, wait, I didn't even see Minnie hop into the room. Oh, I'm so sorry if I missed your message, Minnie. All right, Zuna's worked out that Tetris Redeem is open-ended for what type of Tetris is played, and I'm willing to try most things once. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I'm reading everything out of order, man. My timeline has been fragmented. Okay, I'm reading really old messages. I was looking for if Minnie was here. Okay, but yeah, came over. Hope you're doing well. Let's go try this. Let's go try this in this room. Bring back chat. Hop back into non-spectator mode. All right, so how did it work? So you get like right, you do this. It's causing me brain damage, guys. What is this? Who was like, yeah, you know, we need this. We need this in our life. 1v1. If I see someone S or Z spin triple, best believe my ego will tank. Hi, Sophia. Doing well. Getting some drum pad practice in before a little Tetrio practice. Yo, game over. Man of many talents. Also, he can rap, dude. I've seen this guy do some freestyles while he was playing Tetris. It was sick. But yeah, dude. I don't know if you're ever planning to do this, but I think it'd be cool if you did some drumming on stream. Not sure if there's a special setup you need for that, but I'd love to hear you play. I was watching some videos by do you guys know the 8-bit drummer? He does like video game music, drum covers. Well, it's not always video game music, but a lot of the times it is. Where is my eyepiece? What's going on? Let me live. I'm dead. I tried to do something ambitious. What happens if you do it with 2 Z's, one after the other? I don't think it gives you anything, Lokshish. I think it just treats it as 2 triples. So it'd probably just end 2 and 2. My god, can you believe if Tetris embraced ZS triples instead of T-spins? I mean, you could always play Nuketris or King of Stackers, both of which reward all spins. But I don't think they're as popular as these kinds, and also a lot hard to wrap your head around S and Z spins, as well as freaking O spins apparently are possible. The alternate universe is suffering. Yeah. Oh, and Sophia, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I've seen you do some morning Valorant streams, and I hope that's going well. I'd love to, but I at least need an electronic kit or a practice studio with great Wi-Fi. Oh, I see. So I thought you said you were warming up on a drum pad. I guess it's one of those practice pads, not like a electronic pad. WTF is an O spin. What is this madness? All right, look. I don't know that much about O spins, okay? I never done one myself, but I do believe they're possible in some forms of Tetris. You just push on the O and somehow something gives and it just wedges itself in. I don't know. I kind of forgot I existed. No worries, Minnie. I just saw that you got pinged, so I was just like, oh, Minnie's here? But I didn't see him before, so I wanted to apologize if I'd missed you. Doing well currently at work. Might grind Tetris for that S-. Sophia, I know if you play every day, right? Practice every day, do your T-spins, you'll get to S- for sure. You have it in you, okay? I see you, I hear you clicking those keys furiously, and you know, you got the good attitude to, like, you know, keep pushing. You don't get discouraged. Can you create a room? I have no accounts. Bane, did you get banned or something? Is that why you've been using guest accounts? I think SC spins would be good for my playstyle, which is freestyle, like a bear is chasing me. I've never heard that analogy, but I guess. Imagine somebody tells you, like, you ask them, like, oh, you know, like, oh, you play Tetris? Like, you know, what opener do you use? And you're like, well, I describe my play style as if, like, you know, a bear was chasing me. Like, I wouldn't know how to respond to that. Oh, go in here, please. Thank you. Okay, I really want this T-spin. And I really want that T-spin. Oh, I really want it. Okay, now it is time to go down. But yeah, Sophia, you're working, well, seems like kind of late. Is it overtime or is this just the regular work hours now? Not that there's anything wrong with that. One day I'll be a shift worker, so I know I'll be up at odd hours. But yeah, just out of curiosity. That reminds me, D-Rob said that he would be on some weird shift hours for the next few months. So I gotta go say hi and see how he's doing. What am I doing? What on earth? No, that's not a thing. This is not a thing. I'm alive. Yes. Combo. No. Live. Please. Come on. Stall. Yes. All right. We did it. Let me scroll back up. Let's see. Main reason I embraced 180s quickly. What's that? That's a cute. Oh wait, that's an emote from your channel. You have a silly goose now. I deleted it. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I won't pry. If you've deleted it, I'm sure you've got a good reason to do so. I'm sure that if I had done that properly, I would not have had to waste that tea. But I guess we'll never know. We'll never know what was the correct way to have stacked there. Something else, though, guys. I kind of want to play Minecraft again. I kind of feel like playing Minecraft again. I don't know if you guys are still interested, but my server still is up. So for those of you who are interested in Minecraft and might want to play together, just let me know. I logged in the other day because my sister was trying to play Minecraft on stream and she couldn't log in. She couldn't log into her account because like Mojang did all that stuff where like they migrated and then she had to like change her password and stuff and she had to log in and then she forgot what the password was and she was like, oh no, I can't get into my Minecraft account and stuff. So I went in and logged in I was just like, yeah, you know what? Minecraft does sound pretty fun right now. And I went to go check out the old server and it was still up. I made a promise. I said that I wouldn't just like delete it, but you know, I do go through phases where I'm enjoying Minecraft and then I don't play very much Minecraft. And I think that's healthy for me to take breaks from it every now and then. Oh no. How on earth did that happen? No. I don't like this. I'm not having fun. Okay, I'm having fun again. I'm having fun. Oh no, I'm not having fun. No, please, have mercy. I won. Okay, I regret nothing. All right, question. What's your opener? Z-Spin Triple Tower. Giga Chad music starts playing. Regular work hours. I work at a group home, so 24/7 care. Whoa. Okay, I see. An imp cross fractal is, in fact, not a thing. Imperial cross can be on top of a cut copy. He willed the win into existence. What's with this floor getting higher? Oh yeah, so in Tetrio, the way they make sure matches don't last too long is that they increase the gravity. So eventually, you'll just get KO'd because like, oh, you can't handle the wait, hold on. No, what on earth? That's not. I was trying to do something cool. I hate myself. No. This is not good. This is the worst timeline. Okay, there we go. All's well. See, look at that. Look at that. We're out of there. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay. It's back to being okay. Hold on. If I... Oh, no. That's not a thing. That was absolutely not a thing. I don't know what I was thinking. No. Please. No. Okay. I've been defeated. Isn't it devious? Whenever I'm not having fun in a game, I do think of Jeremy saying, I'm not having fun. The misdrop almost made an Among Us. I didn't see it. Clearly, I'm not very good at Among Us. I'm not a big fan of Among Us. I don't like having to lie to my friends. Okay, like I don't know. It makes me stressed out. Tetra's gravity in this, it's the floor. Oh, yes, I got on such a tangent. Yeah, so in these rooms, it's just that the floor gets higher rather than the gravity going up. So it's, I guess, more of a unfair way. Some people don't like it because they feel like all you do is just stall until the end. But I kind of like it because that way, you know, the whole lobby isn't waiting for like the 2 X ranks to just they're not just watching like 2 X ranks at the end, you know, like it all comes to an end eventually. And I'm a bit biased because this is where I spend most of my time practicing, so I like it here better. But I recognize that some people like it the other way, and that's okay too. All right, let's be cool, okay? Let's be so good at maintaining back-to-back. Let's become the back-to-back masters. It's not going well. It is not going well. I repeat, not going well. Oh God, it's going no bueno. What on earth have I constructed? This is not real. This is not real. It's not real. This is dream. Okay, back-to-back masters. All right, we're back to being back-to-back masters. All right, here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Just absolutely stunning. Okay, we're not. I lied, you guys. I was trying to do, you know, fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? It's not working. Okay, it might be working. It's working. It's working. Oh my goodness, it's working. My goodness. Oh, I broke back to back. It's okay. It's okay. Uh-oh. No, please, have mercy. I'm dead. Practicing in a different mode? What do you mean practicing in a different mode? Hi Vance, how about both gravity and hurry up garbage? Well, that sounds like a great way to never have a decisive winner because sometimes you just get janked out of a win. I don't know. What do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer having it decided by gravity, or have a what's it called? The hurry up garbage be your, I don't know why I did that. Dictate when the game ends. All right, back-to-back masters. We are very good at doing this. If you just keep saying it, eventually it will become true, right? What if I go like this? Okay, nope. Come on. Come on. All right, we're back in there. Oh, what on earth? No! Why? Why did I do that? Oh no, man. My back to back. Okay. Get in there. Get in there. Come on, please. 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 I know you can do it. Okay. It's worth it. It's all worth it. It's not worth it. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. Okay. Whew. I prefer high gravity because I practice that with via T99. As in, do you practice in a mode that's not the tournament thing? Oh yeah, of course. I practice sprint all the time. There's different game modes here. So sometimes I play against the bots. Sometimes I like to play cheese race. Every now and then I do survival. 20 TSD is always a good challenge. So 20 TSD is when you do 20 T-spin doubles without any other line clears. Cheese race is maybe I can show you. Cheese race. It looks like this. Oh, maybe I can't show you. So it looks like this. So you saw how the board kind of looked like cheese. You just try to get all the way to the bottom in as short or in as few pieces as possible. But yeah. That's how I like to practice. But yeah, I feel like playing in these really big lobbies is not really a good test of your skills. I feel like playing in smaller lobbies or 1v1s allow you to like not get like randomly spiked and stuff, or you get pressure, like actual pressure, because when you play in these lobbies, you know, sometimes there's a lot of new players here, right? They won't know how to attack properly, so you end up not getting any pressure at all, right? So it's not really, you know, it doesn't really teach you what it's like to receive and counter spike in the actual game. But here it's just kind of like a chill place for you to, you know, if you just really want to zone out and just hammer out some T-spins and stuff, then this is not a bad game mode to do, I feel. Wow, that sucks. I didn't mean to do that. Wait, hold on. We can do something cool. Look at that. That's a Trinity. And hold on. If I had an eyepiece, I would have went for another Trinity. But I didn't. So I didn't. Okay, and now we find ourselves in a very precarious position because of a series of horrendous choices I made earlier on. Can we live to regret it? Looks like we can. Why did I do that? All right, there we go. I prefer the winner being the one who does the most DSTs. T99 marathon mode helped a lot. T99 regular arenas will help you seeing survival routes, especially near the top. I think the T99 garbage is calculated in a different way though. But yeah, because like you will receive like really big spikes, I feel. So yeah, I would agree that like you learn to survive. You learn a lot of survival stacking. I always seem to feel like I'm like constantly digging down when I'm playing T99, which is not often, but I would agree. Why did I do that? What's wrong with me? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Because we'll just do this. Aha. I'm dead. All right, great. Fantastic. Tried Marathon 2. My 3 attempts the first time I cleared. Helped so much. Encouraging the piece into the gap. Oh, wow. That's been a while. I was trying to force that other piece into the gap for so long ago. So it's been a while since that message has been sent. Gonna hop off. See you later. Oh, Sophia's long gone. It's been 4 minutes. I feel like I'm constantly digging down every game. An infinite downstack for the win. High water dud. You know, if Itchy was here, he would say like, yes, definitely infinite downstack. Okay, 18 pieces to do 10 lines of garbage. I don't know if that's good or not. Oh, whoops. I thought I was getting the J piece first. How are you today, though, Water Dead? $23 pieces this time. I hate infinite downstack, but I did PB and cheese. Oh, congrats. What's your new PB? Was it a time PB or was it a piece PB? Will Jeremy see this message from 2216? I saw it. I saw it this time. See, the reason why is because I died really early on, so I could just focus on chats. $270 piece PB. Oh, congrats. That's good. Sub 300 is good. I think my best was 300. I think I can't get any lower than that. I'm not good at cheesing, but I still feel like my downstack skills are like decent, right? I don't think I'm the best at finding the path, but I can manage enough. 273 or too low 270s. I see. Well, congrats, dude. That's awesome. WaterDub Pro. D-Rob? I like rice. Hi guys, how you doing? D-Rob, I was just talking about how like somebody else mentioned that she was at work at this hour. I'm like, oh, that's seems to be quite late, but I remember that you said that you were going to be on some odd hours, so I said, oh, I ought to message D-Rob about that. How are you today? Were you working today? Oh my goodness, I hate this. All I'm doing is downstacking. I no longer wish to downstack. I wish to attack. Okay, eventually we'll get to the attacking. Eventually, I swear, I promise. One day we'll get there. Okay, we're there. Attack, attack. I swear, we'll be there one day, guys. All right, there we go. Attack. 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 I don't like this. This is not good. Attack. Oh no, I messed it up. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I died. Casually sets up TST and cheese race. I don't know. I wasn't really thinking. Gotta wake up in 5 hours, but you're not asleep. You can't wake up if you're not asleep. I saw your coaching video on YouTube. I have a coaching video? Or is it like one of the times I was just talking with my friends? I think I had a coaching session with Birdie. I don't know. I don't really like. I called it a coaching session because I guess that's what it's most comparable to. But you know, all I do is just kind of point out, You know, missed opportunities, I feel. It was 2 months ago. Yeah, that must have been when I was hanging out with Birdie in the summer. I no longer wish to do cheese race. You know what I do like doing though? I like playing survival. Survival's fun. Can I play survival? We can. Okay, here we go. Yet I was up until 4 a.m. then woke up in 4 hours. Nicole, what are you doing? Don't you have stuff to knit or to? You have yarn to use up, don't you? You gotta stay, you know, well rested so you can make the most of it. That didn't make any sense at all, what I just said. But you know what? I'm sticking with it. That's my story. Okay, this is not good. All right, that's much better. There we go. Attack! Ah! Attack! Attack! Oh. Oops. I don't know what happened. Attack! Oh no. Attack! Yes. This is going marvelously. This is entirely according to plan. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is no longer part of the plan. Abort. Abort. Oh. Okay, okay, okay. Go down. Go down. It's time to go down. It's time to go down. No. Oh, it wasn't worth it. I just PB'd the 10-line cheese race thing. I was inspired by your gameplay. Dang. Well, congratulations on another PB. Well done, Waterdead. Was it 11 pieces? 9.1 seconds, 13 pieces. I'll aim for 11 now. Wow, congrats. All right, have fun studying, Leo, if that's possible. Hope you get some good work done. I don't go to sleep until I finish my work. Nicole, are you getting paid to work until 4 a.m.? I wonder what my PB is. I think my PB for 10 line is 6 seconds, but I have no idea how many pieces I used. Oh shoot, I forgot. We're doing survival. Oh, no, don't look at that one. Let's see. Which will finish first? The game or me? Sometimes I can do well in this. Sometimes I don't do well in this. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Well, good thing the game ended. You're kidding me. One single line. Well, I guess that's on me for not knowing my MKO PC perfect clear solves by heart. Oh man, I've not been down stacking at all, and I've just realized that I am literally like at the top of the board, and I don't like it here. Oh, let me do this. Look at this. We're doing amazingly, guys. Okay, we need to go. Oh, we need to go down. We gotta go down. We gotta go now. No. I've jinxed myself. I'm getting paid to write people's essays, so yes, of course. Wait, Nicole, are you actually writing other people's essays? MKO PCO is nasty. I see. I want to go look at my PP. Let's see. From my, how do I look at my, not sprints, sorry. Leaderboard. Here we'll go to cheese race. 10 lines. Jeremy's times. My best time was 6.5 seconds, but I used 19 blocks. Wow. Talk about inefficient. Oh my goodness. Why am I... Look at how much cheese we're getting. I'm not a fan of this. Okay, you know what? We just gotta go down right now. Let's not be stubborn about it. There's no two ways about it. We just gotta go down. Okay, once we've gone down, that's when we can talk about having fun. Once we fix that, fantastic. All right, now, okay, we're in a better position to start doing some fun stuff. I say as I continue to stack over my holes. Yep, that's me. Right, here we go. Okay, finally. How long can this go for? Well, that's how long. Okay, time to go down. Go down. Go down time. There we go. Oh. There we go. No. Oh, I was just a little bit behind. Mad respect. I still don't know why Cheese Race is the only thing I'm good at in Tetris. Hey, everyone's good at different things. And sometimes you're able to just look ahead and see how the pieces work together, and that's really cool too. Pattern recognition, clean stacking, and foresight. Precisely. Jeremy, did you save the first game replay? No, I don't really save replays. But you're always welcome to, like, I guess, look at the VOD if you want to review anything. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. Okay, time to go down. Go down. Go down time. Go down time. All right. Going down. Successful. That's not good. That was a pretty big mistake. Oh! Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. Oh no, come on, take it out of the game. Not Vince L. Care for a 1v1? I'm so bad on gestures. Yeah, we can play. We can play. You want to play on Tetrio? My stacking's atrocious. Okay, you watch the VOD. I don't mind. We can play Water Dead. So am I, and yet I played against Jeremy and Marcos. Gestures works. No, I don't mind. Like I literally still have Tetrio open. Like we can switch over to Tetrio. Up to you, dude. I don't want you to feel like you're limited. Gestress? All right. Well, I appreciate you coming to my preferred client. Let me go ahead and make a room. Create room. Private. Perfect. Let me copy that. I don't get punished enough in Tetrio. Okay, I see, I see. Wait, wrong thing. Okay, just gonna hide that. All right, welcome in, welcome in. Do you want to warm up? Okay, all right, good luck, have fun. And we're going to 1st to 7, I'm assuming. Okay, well, you can answer that later. Can you guys hear the vacuum? I guess somebody's vacuuming. Oh, well, I mean, if the game is gonna, you know, just give me a free 4-wide, then yeah, I'll take it. New Tetris soundtrack goes hard. Yes, you can hear the vacuum. And Nicole asks, what is Water Dead's rank? Water Dead's in U rank, so he's quite a formidable player. But yeah, hi Baby Box. Yeah, this isn't the Tetris soundtrack, as I'm sure you know. I don't know. I was just putting on some like sleepy lo-fi, and eventually I just let autoplay do its thing. How are you doing today, though, Bibi Box? Pretty good. You? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Today was my last class, pretty much. Next day at school will be my final tests, and then next week I have my final practical examinations. So that's pretty cool. And today I was playing some Pokemon Go. I caught a shiny Timber. That was really cool. I named him Tim Burton. Okay, well, didn't mean to do that, but I guess we're just gonna make a fractal instead. I don't even have a shiny Timber. Formidable, they must be great then. Yeah, Waterdood's great. And also the inventor of the greatest opener of all time, the Whirlpoo. It's a great opener. It's like a TSD within an STSD. It's truly a marvel. It's truly a work of art. Yeah. Do you guys have a favorite Pokemon? I'm trying to get one day I'll get a shiny Trapinch. I love Trapinch. And can you believe I've only found one Trapinch in my whole like 2 weeks of playing Pokemon Go? It's such a travesty. And it wasn't even a good Trapinch. That's fine. I still love it, regardless of how good it is. Oh, oops. Okay, that was not good. I made the Trapinch my buddy, and I feed him berries every day. Me and Trapinch will be best friends one day. Yo, I can trade, just need to save Stardust. You play Dewflight? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know what, D-Rob? I was looking at your profile today, and I showed Flight that you had walked like almost like 9,000 miles. Not miles, at 9,000 kilometers. I was just like very impressed. But then again, I feel it sort of feels like it doesn't feel out of character that you would walk so much, D-Rob. Somehow it doesn't surprise me, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I'm not sure if you were even aware of your own Pokemon stats, but yeah, very good job. Everyone posting their numbers. What's this new React thing? Oh yeah, I saw that. You can let me know anonymously, you know, how Pog is my stream right now. So yeah. Well, I don't think Pog is one that you can choose, but like you can just react and say, you know, what is the mood of the channel? I don't know, I just saw it today too. Well, that was kind of dangerous, going for a T-spin, using the T to construct the overhang itself. Okay. Gotta be careful. Aradud is defending quite strongly here. Oops. Oh, okay, good thing that the round ended there because I just made a huge J misshot. Oh, GG. Okay, my bad. I forgot to. You know, you want to go one more round just for funsies? All right, just for fun. Sorry, I wasn't keeping track. I was having a good time. Oh. Holy crap. That was a huge misdrop. My goodness, dude, every single time those last two rounds ended, I was like, I made a huge mistake. You keep going. How about first to five, and then I'll go back to playing in the default room. Your soul, Galeo, looks so cool. At my work, we can walk about 12 to 13 kilometers a day. KK, okay, we'll reset and we'll go again. Hello, trucks are UPS in Vancouver. If only Jeremy's too good. Wait, I don't know what Nicole said. That's a bit disappointing. I feel like I could have gotten a T-spin out of that, but I just really handled it wrong. Okay. Are you still an active player or do you just play once in a while? Semi-active. That was handled badly. Wasted a lot of pieces just to get down. Uh-oh, incoming. Holy crap. Okay, I see that I definitely could have stacked that differently to have lived, but that was a huge surprise. Was not expecting that. Let's go like this. No, is that okay? Yikes. I couldn't really properly gauge how much garbage had just been sent to me, so I thought I was about to get knocked out, topped out, but I was okay. Oh, oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Dang, what happened? Water that's going ham all of a sudden. I buffer really hard. Did you answer my comment about Pikmin Bloom? No, I didn't see that at all. What was your question about Pikmin Bloom? FYI, I don't know anything. I've never played any Pikmin games before. So, I may not be able to give you the answer that you're looking for. Come on. Yes. Okay. I misheld. No. Oh, I'm still alive. Okay. I misheld. I think I had a way out of that, but that was bad. That was good. That was good pressure. It's like Pokemon Go, but Pikmin. Oh, okay. No, I don't think I've heard of it before. Is it any good? Although, you know, I don't really even know that much about Pokemon. Like, I played it a bit in my childhood, but you know, after Gen 4, like I literally don't, I feel like I don't know any of the Pokemon. I feel like every day I'm always just like, is that, like, I've never seen this Pokemon before in my life. So, yeah. No, you're kidding me. What was that? No. Why did it go up there? Okay, waiting for Water Dead. Okay, Water Dead's here. I'm getting What are these? I'm dead. No. I don't know what happened, man. I don't know what happened. That was not good. But you know, I do have to say that Water Dead, I think he really stepped it up in this first to 5. I don't know what happened in the previous round, first to 10, but he went ham on this one. It's got a lot less content than Pokemon Go. I like it because I like Pikmin. Alpha Sapphire playthrough when? If Jeremy had his own server, we could flex our shinies in a Pokemon channel. Guys, don't flex your shinies. I barely have any shinies, okay? I have 3 shinies. A shiny Rapidash, a shiny Delibird, and a shiny Timber. How important would you say getting perfect finesse if my KPP is already around 3? Oh, sorry, Baby Box. Apologies if I missed any of your messages earlier. I would say lowering KPP, like if you always have it in the back of your mind, would be always good to be working on that. I would say learning perfect finesse is not just good for speed, but I think it's also good for consistency, because yes, it allows you to like quickly say like, I want to put this piece here, so I'm going to put it there. But because you're developing this muscle memory or this coordination of movements to get the piece exactly where you want it, when you're playing in like a real game, right, you're less prone to making a misdrop when it's a clutch situation, such as, I don't know, like the last 4 games I played against Water Dead, like I did some not so good movements, and then Water Dead just like punished me super hard for it. I would say perfect finesse, learning to use both rotations will really help you if you want to become a better Tetris player. Right, so some other things that I think come hand in hand with learning perfect finesse would be like learning different spins, right? So maybe playing here is not really the best way to show this. Let me go into practice mode, right? No, not PC mode, practice mode, right? Stuff like, I don't know. Stuff like, oh no, that's not how I wanted to do it. I don't know, like knowing how to do stuff like this, right? But it requires you to be familiar with both rotation keys, and I think that just goes hand in hand with good finesse. That makes sense. December 17, 18, you can get more shinies because it's community day. Yeah, I heard my friends were telling me to play and stuff. I'll be busy on the 17th. My friend, she invited my family over for like a family dinner. So I won't be available that day. And that's also the day after my final exams. So I might just spend the day sleeping in or something. And it also probably means I won't be streaming on that day. But yeah, I'll definitely try to catch some stuff. I stopped screen watching and just focus on my board. I see. Okay. Vince has a macro to do rotate for those spins on top of the normal 180. I see. I use all the rotations, but don't always remember to rotate Z or S kind of clockwise or to rotate off the walls. I think I got a lot better if I really nailed all those down. I think so too. Like I think they're mostly defensive tools. Like they're really good if you make a mistake and you need to correct it. Sometimes they're useful when you're down stacking. And I guess they're useful if you're doing like perfect clears, if you're into that, or certain openers require that you do spins in order to achieve higher consistency. But yeah, I do think that once you learn them, it gets a lot better. But I also think that the game becomes a lot more fun when you become more adept at movement, as well as being able to spot like, hey, I can put that piece in here. I think it's fun, right? And that increases my enjoyment of the game. And a hydration check from Alfie Sahoni. Thank you. But yeah, Water Dud, you said that Vince has a macro to rotate twice. What's the purpose of that? Because why would that be better than just why would that be better than just yeah, why would that be better than just pressing 180? Oops. And Vincel is still in here, terrorizing people. Well, that's cool. That is a-okay. Yikes. I thought I had a different piece. Okay, that was a completely unnecessary, and one might even say very almost detrimental Shachiku train that I did right there. But it was cool, so all is forgiven. I wonder if there was a better way to get out of that. I guess we'll never know. Where? Where was the T-piece? Where was the T-piece? Can I live this? I don't know. Highly doubtful. Highly doubtful. But it ain't over. Oh, it's over. It's over. Well, actually try to sleep now. All right. Good night, D-Rob. Thank you for stopping by, and have a good 5 hours of sleep, or however much you can get. I'll be here, chilling in the room, in the default room. Oh, hold on. I can do something like that. Something sneaky beaky. All right, we should stop being sneaky beaky. Let's try to live. All right, here we go. We'll go down. We'll go down, and then we can go back to doing our thing. Uh-oh. Not good. All right, quickly just smooth that over. I hate this. I hate what I've done to myself. I hate it. It's official. I can't believe it. No. Man, that was a pretty sucky round. Let's go again. Let's see if we can get a few more wins in. just making all the worst decisions today. Okay. Okay, we're going down. We're going down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry, game. We will go down as good little boys and girls should do. Okay, there. See? We're down. We're down. Okay, look at this. Boom. STSD. Isn't that cool? Do we... You know what? Let's do it. I've seen JP do this so many times. Wait, it's not that easy. How do you four-wide? How does four-widing work? I don't think I did it. Oh, I kind of did it. I kind of did it. I'm sorry. Oh, it felt bad. But it felt also kind of good. Yes, we did it. Goodbye, go to bed now. All right, good night, Alfie Sahoni. Thank you for dropping by, I appreciate it. All right, I'm fired up. Let's get some good APM going. Okay, because I didn't get the T piece early enough, I was forced to kind of waste my pieces. Not really what you want to see. Okay, but finally we're back to a position where we can continue attacking. Where are the T pieces? Where were the T pieces? What's going on, game? I love you, but you don't love me back. okay. Well, that's sad. Hello, Tetris Master. Hi, Shadow Master. Okay, go now. Sorry, I wasn't really talking too much. Just kind of existing, I guess. Hey, I don't mind at all, Minnie. I do that in a lot of people's streams. I just drop by to hang out, see some Tetris, listen to some keys go. Good night, gamer. All right. Well, hopefully tomorrow will be a bit better. I don't know. Hope you're not feeling down or anything tonight. Yeah. Don't worry at all if you felt like, oh, you know, you weren't really present, because I don't mind at all. I think it's actually quite nice that, you know, sometimes you just get some time to yourself to just chill out, not think too hard. Everybody could use a bit more chill out time. Okay. Let's see if we... I don't know what I was thinking. Let's see if we can get some of that damage going. It was all going so good. It was going so well. What happened? Okay. Sometimes there's a glitch in the matrix. It's okay. It happens. It happens. We just get over it. Maybe I could have went for some sort of DT cannon there. You know what? That's what's been missing. I don't think I've done a single DT cannon on this stream. That's what this stream's been missing. DT cannons. Oh, I've made a horrible mistake. I've met with a terrible fate. But I'm still alive. Let's go. What is going on? What? I still died from that? Oh, that's too bad. Hi, Beechar. Thanks for existing. Nice try, yeah. Thanks, Shadowmaster. I tried my best. Okay. Here we go. Oh, mid-game 4 wide? Well, we gotta do it. It's offered to us. It's like, it's practically... Oh, well, I messed it up. Okay, well, that was the end of that. Okay, hopefully we don't get topped out by this too fast. I can't keep my stack even. Okay, there we go. And already it's made uneven again. No, go over, please. Ah, I was defeated. Wait, but it wasn't bad. I think we were doing pretty good while we were still alive. Go down moment. Yeah, I tried my best. I really did. Oh, okay. Well, I guess so. Oh, you know what? I said I was going to do the ZST thing. I never did. I just completely forgot that I said I would do it. Let's try to do it at least once during one of these games. Oh, look at that. Got the thing. Oh, well, nope. We need to abort. We need to abort. We gotta go somewhere else. Abort the mission. It's unsafe. Wait, can I do it here? I think I can do it here. So we go like... Does it work like that? Oh, no, it doesn't work like that. Okay. I don't remember how to do it. I don't remember how to do it. Okay, I think I can do it here. Huh? Dude, I did it. Oh, I didn't get anything from it, but I did it. Nice. Leo Val, I did that for you. Not sure if you're still here, but no, Leo Val went to go study, but I did do it. Maybe I should clip that and send it to him. I did the thing. I did the thing. How important would you say learning openers is? I would say not really important. People who use openers to win don't develop any useful skills for the rest of the game. I would just say know enough openers so that way you don't get killed by somebody else's opener. But otherwise, it doesn't really matter what opener you know how to use, because the purpose of the opener is just to make sure you get to the mid game. Like I know that, you know, I'm going to speak from personal experience, and I know that the game is much different than when I started playing it, right? But when I started playing the game, I literally didn't use any openers at all. I went on Tetra League, and I did not know what any openers were. I went up, and I just did 9-0. That's all I did. And it got me up until like SS. And, you know, and keep in mind, this was a while ago, so SS, I don't know really how to compare what it was like before. But yeah, that, like, I got by with just being fast and sending a lot of Tetrises. That was my strategy before. I know it's strong, just learn Kaidans. Yeah, well, Nino is, well, I wouldn't say it's the best thing you can do, but like, if it's what you're proficient at, then, you know, you could probably make it work. Yeah, if you really want to learn an opener, I would suggest that you do TKI. TKI is a really good opener. That was the first opener that anybody suggested to me. Somebody, after they beat me, they're like, you should do T-spins. And I said, I am not good at doing T-spins. And then they said, well, go learn some TKI. And that person changed my life forever. I wonder if I'll ever see them again. I don't remember what their name was, sadly. But I will forever hold them near and dear to my heart. I'm dead. Learn DT best opener. I've been gifted a sub. What a pleasant surprise. Yeah, from JPM, or Jigglypuff Mood. She's quite notorious for coming into streams and just dropping a bunch of gift subs, and to that I'm eternally grateful. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy the sub, Bjar. It's nice to see that founder's badge back. I had A on Tetra League. I run into a few people who do openers, but it doesn't feel like I'm at a huge disadvantage. Okay, well, I'm glad that you feel that way, because a lot of people get very discouraged when all their opponent does, their opponent is basically a one-trick pony. All they do is that one opener, and then immediately after they do the opener, they don't know how to play the game anymore. Because they look at their opener as like a be-all, like a way to win the game. Which you can, right? There's a lot of players who are able to do that, but I feel like you're just, you know, you're taking the fun out of the game. And I've heard this said like many times, but it's just like, if given the opportunity, the player will optimize the fun out of a game. And I feel like in Tetris, that's kind of what's happening, right? People are making these quote unquote optimal or like extremely strong openers, right? And then there's no room for creativity, right? They just follow the pattern they've been taught, and then people become upset when, like, they're unhappy, like when they can't win with that strategy anymore. And people playing against it are unhappy because they feel like their opponent's not really, you know, they're not playing the same game. So yeah, don't do it to yourself if you don't feel like you really want to learn an opener. You can learn an opener if you feel like, oh, these are really cool patterns to know, and it's cool to pull it off, and like, yeah, that's fine and all. Just don't become over reliant on it, right? Some people like say like, oh, this opener is awful, blah 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 blah, and I'm just like, you know, oh, any opener is fine as long as you can actually play the game outside of it. And I'm sure a lot of people also share that sentiment. But yeah, check out TKI. TKI is a great opener though, because it requires you to do a lot of freestyling, I feel, right? It's not as it's not like, it's not so set that like you follow like one or two paths, right? You can choose to go many different paths, and they lead into great patterns for the mid game. which I'm failing right now. Yeah. I think in most cases, my barrier to winning is just about whether I'm playing well enough. So you mean consistency? Yeah. My biggest takeaway from learning TK and some simple opens are recognizing patterns mid-game. Yeah, like for example, what I did right here, right? When you have like a 3-wide foundation, you can drop an L piece and then use some other pieces as an overhang to create T-spins. Like that's a very valuable shape, right? That you can be like, it extends past the opener. So like Game Over said, like he notices things mid-game that are similar to like in the opener. Whereas like you're never gonna have like a brand new slate in order to do like an SDPC. Like you're really not gonna encounter that very often, right? A lot of openers make use of the fact that like you have an empty board, right? And you know exactly which pieces you're going to get. But the beauty of TKI is like, you know, it teaches you patterns, right? Because it's not so set and deterministic. So yeah, this is why it's regarded like as the golden child or whatever of openers. Of course, there'll be some people who say like, oh, TKI is not fun. You know, all you just do is like spam LST or something like that. And I don't think that's true. I think people who say that are just bitter at the game and openers. I think it takes skill in order to do that. Because if it was that good, you know, wouldn't everybody be? If it was that easy, right? Wouldn't everybody just be abusing it the way that they're abusing stuff like SDPC and stick spin and stuff? The reality is it's not that easy as just spamming back to back or whatever. Oh, whoa, no, hold up. I didn't even notice that the garbage had spawned in such a way that foiled my STSD. And I corrected it at the last second. Okay, well. Got bad pieces, so I just gotta keep stacking up. Oh boy, this is kind of scary. No, you're kidding me. That got me killed. Ah! Okay. Yeah, consistency. When I was practicing 6-3 stacking, I never think I'm going to do it in a match, but when the pieces are there, it's easier to stack. If anything, learn TKI, then transitions out of it. TKI is not fun. All you do is spam LSD. I'm not sure if Bane is just being facetious right now or not. Nice last second correction. I still died though. Fan of TKI Castletop PC. Yeah, I tried to learn that at some point. I never use it though. Castletop PC, I've dropped in favor of learning, being better at Fonzie, because I don't know, I like Fonzie. It gives you a lot of options on how to stack some of the subsequent spins. And I used to really enjoy, what am I doing? I used to really enjoy doing flat top because I like doing LST, but I've also kind of moved away from doing LST as much. Oh, whoa, what is going on, man? I'm just not being very careful at all today. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I don't know anymore. What am I doing? Oh my goodness, I gotta go down. I have to go down. Go down, please, please. I don't know what I'm doing. This is not good. Okay, luckily I didn't get punished for it, but could have become a very hairy situation. Nice. Okay. That's what I've noticed about 6.3. I just feel like I have more options and random scenarios in game. Yeah. At least a ton of TSD if you can control the stack. Ew, right side DT. I don't like those super duper spiky openers that forces you to play a certain way to counter them. The ones that start off with a couple T-spins and follows with a PCs. You mean like TD openers, BJAR? Stuff like, I'm not sure if you're familiar with their names. So, like SDPC is one of them. Well, SDPC is not exactly. It does like some T-spin singles or something like that, and then it gives you a high chance for a perfect clear. Let me think of some other ones. Mountain is stacking. That's one. I like to use Gamushiro stacking, not because it sends a big spike, because I'm not actually very good at finding the PC follow-ups, but because you can stack it every bag. Like every bag is stackable. You can always place a Gamushiro, which is why I learned it. Because I'm like, oh well, I can always stack this. So if I don't want to think, if I just want to place pieces down, I can just do that. But yeah, I get that those are pretty frustrating. You really have to be very careful about what you send against them, because they'll send it right back if you're not careful. Oh my goodness. Let me out. Let me off this ride. I no longer... I need an adult. Oh no, I've been defeated. Hi, Miffy. How are you today, Miffy? I saw that you were streaming, but I couldn't drop by because my stream was about to start. How are you doing though? How did it go? Did you win your games? Are you still streaming? It's okay, I'm good. Oh, that's good to hear. I was 1-3. Not good today. Not good. Nora just ended. How was my day? My day was pretty good. It's getting close to the end of the semester for me, so finals will be next week. Oh, I think I have a quiz I have to do today, but it'll be fine. I'm doing well enough in my anatomy class that as long as I get 66% on my online quiz that I'm going to do open book, as long as I get 66% on it, then I cannot fail the test. I cannot fail the course even if I don't write the final exam, because all I need is a 60 to pass. So I'm getting a decent enough grade that's no problem. What I am worried about is the finals. the final practical evaluation. Now that's going to be much harder. We'll see how things go. But anyways, apart from that, I caught a shiny Timber today. I don't know if you play Pokemon Go. I just started playing Pokemon Go recently, and it's been a lot of fun. Oh no. Okay, interesting. Uh-oh. What on earth did I just do? I had a plan in my mind. I don't know what happened to the plan. The plan's gone. It's absolutely it's just I don't even know. I got defeated. I was defeated. I love that Kathy Shy emote. I don't know what it is about you guys. You guys and my sister have been like saying random stuff, and it's just catching. So my sister, like the whole Nar thing. Just all of a sudden one day she started saying it. I was just like, what's all this about? Why are you saying it so weird? And she's like, oh, I just like to say it this way. And then you guys start saying shh, like sheesh, and then sha, and yeah, it's catching on. All right, here we go. Let's try not to do so badly this time. Okay, well, I was kind of hoping that I could get a little more out of that. But it's okay. Not everything can last. I intentionally chose not to continue LST stacking just because I felt like the pieces I was about to get, I wasn't going to be able to continue the stacking with it. And continue to build up LST just means that you make your dependencies deeper and deeper. So I gave up on that idea very quick. But it looks like we're getting a pretty good round this time. Okay, time to go down. Yikes, man. That was really close. Uh-oh. Okay, come on. No! No good, no good. Maybe those openers that you said, I'm not familiar with the names, but sounded right. Nice on your shiny guy. Are those hard to get? I'm not exactly sure, but it's just like you have like a 1 in several thousand chance to get like a slightly different colored Pokemon. I'm not sure what the odds are, but like you can do certain things to boost your odds to get them. Like participating in events usually gives you a higher chance to get them, which I'm not really sure how I feel about it. Like it's cool that like, yeah, you can get more of those like special Pokemon, but at the same time it's like, oh, well, you know, it doesn't feel as rare if you know you got it from an event where it was boosted, but you know, whatever. At the end of the day, it's just a game, right? So it's no biggie. But yeah, those openers, yeah, well, once again, like, I don't really mind if people use those openers as long as they can play the game outside of using their opener. You know, it feels like, you know, it's not exactly analogous, right, to chess, but like, imagine if you played chess, right, and like you counted only on your ability to like play a strong opener, right, to win, and then you don't learn anything else about how to position your pieces and stuff. Like that's how absurd it is. You know, people who only learn how to play like openers, right? Anyways, I don't think anybody's really even cares about this topic anymore. I think we've all established the fact that relying on openers bad, right? And that learning how to play mid-game, or, you know, learning how to play the game is good. Come on. Come on. No! I lost. I see. I played a Pokemon game a long time ago where you could make the grass shake or sparkle in some way, and if you pick the same kind of shake or sparkle multiple times in a row, you would increase your chances to get shiny. I think I actually know which game you're talking about. Wait, no. I don't. Maybe I don't. I watched a video where this person said, they challenged themselves. They said, I'm going to catch the shiny version of every Pokemon available before I go to fight the gym leader. And that video took him like a year to make because of how long it took to catch the Pokemon. But yeah, in that video, he was like, there was some sort of like weird like chance or like chain bonus. Like if you kept catching the same Pokemon, then it would give you a higher chance to get a shiny version of that one. I don't really know how it worked, but when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I don't think that was the game that he was playing. So I don't know which game you were playing, Bijar, and I'm not very familiar with a lot of Pokemon games because the only one that I really played was Generation 3, which is Pokemon Emerald, and Ruby and Sapphire. But yeah. well, that sucks. I accidentally misdropped my... I misdropped something. And I don't remember what I was going to say anymore. I misdropped my T-piece. Yes, okay, I remembered. Do you remember the 21st night of September? Love was changing the minds of pretenders. Uh-oh. 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 Oh. I was defeated. Oh, I keep forgetting that I'm not in sprint. I'm in practice mode. Let me turn off the APM. I played first to third generation on Game Boy, so I do think it was one of those. But it doesn't ring a bell for you, then maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember if the grass would shake in Gen 3. Don't really remember seeing that effect. Yeah, like there was tall grass, but I don't remember seeing it shaking. Maybe you played one of the remakes where they added some visual effects, although I feel like you might remember as well. Somehow I'm doing just as ST stacking. I don't know what happened. Okay, but I feel like we ought to probably go down at this point. Uh-oh, that's not how you make a T-spin. Uh-oh. Ooh, wow. That was a close call. No. Go in, please. No, I can't believe that's how it ends. Alright. So, I think we'll just play a few more rounds and then we'll call it there. Because, it's getting pretty late. and I would like to sleep in tomorrow, but something that's even better than sleeping in tomorrow is sleeping early-ish and then sleeping in tomorrow. You get tons of sleep. I've not been sleeping so good lately. I keep on like, oh shoot. Oh no, I've squandered it. I had a perfectly good, I had a perfectly good, what's it called? Trinity. And I've completely squandered my opportunity to do it. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. What on earth am I doing? That's not how you set up Kaidans. Oh, no. Okay, make sure your pieces are actually clearing lines before you place the blocks, Jeremy. I can't believe it. This is what I get. Stacking for T-spins when I don't yet have T-pieces. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. What have I done? What did I do to myself? What am I thinking? You can sleep in if you go to sleep early. What a loophole. I guess you could. You can do a mega sleep. That's what you can do. Kirby just joined the room. All right, well. Hi, Kirby. How are you doing? How are you doing? You were at work. Were you at work when you dropped by, or was that last stream? I can't remember. Sorry. The days seem to blur by. Blur together, so I mean, not blur by. That doesn't make any sense at all. You weren't. Okay. Maybe I'm mixing you up with somebody else then. I hate this. What on earth is going on? I find I can only get to sleep easily if I don't have anything going on early the next morning to get up for. Is that so? I find sometimes it's the opposite for me. If I know I have something the next day, then I can't sleep at all. This happened a lot to me, but on the first day of school, I would stay up all night because I wouldn't be able to get to sleep. I remember, maybe it was when I was starting second year at university. I couldn't fall asleep before the first day, so I ended up watching like an entire season of My Hero Academia. So, yeah. Yep. But yeah, like I don't know, I think my body is like getting used to waking up early, because recently I've been like waking up at like these like at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. before, like much earlier than my alarm would wake me up for, and I end up just kind of just watching the clock tick down until I have to like go to school or something. It's messed up. I'm really looking forward to the winter break. Come on. Can we get this in here? Oh, that got me killed. All right, I'll do one more. I was here 2 hours ago and left. Also, I need help. College help. I was applying while I was away. Ah, okay. So that's what you're busy with, right? I remember you said that you're you said you were applying to colleges, but you love procrastination. That's what you said. I was just like, I remember Kirby was here earlier, but I can't remember what she was busy with. But yeah, now that you mention it, yes, college applications. I don't know why I did that. This is wait, okay, you know, I give up. Just do that instead. Okay. What do you need help with, Kirby? I don't think I can really help you too much. I don't even know like what program you're applying for. But I mean, if you want some moral support, then I'll be happy to provide it. Okay, what we need to do here is we need to get this stack to be flat, and then we can start wreaking havoc. There we go. No, no, I want to put the eyepiece on the far left. Majors. I was thinking of going with history, but my parents said it's not worth it. Well, you know, I don't really know what people with history degrees do. But maybe if you can see, like, maybe you could convince them, right? If there's like a certain career that you're going after, or a certain, I don't really know. Sorry, Kirby. I don't want to be irresponsible and just say like, oh, well, just do whatever you feel like, because I think it does matter, right? Knowing what future, right? Like if you know, finding employment after, like, with your degree is important to you, then I don't want to just say like, yeah, just do whatever you want and the money will take care of itself. This sucks. My piece didn't go far enough, so my fractal just didn't exist, I guess. So many J pieces. Okay, gotta go down because of that slight delay. Doing that spin. Dang it. Doing a major you're not interested in also sucks a lot. That's right. They do stuff and get paid little. Yeah, I'm not interested in many stuffs. Guess I could always go with computer science. I could enjoy it. Yeah, weren't you doing a lot of self-study with, I forget which language you were doing. Was it Python? I remember you mentioned you were doing some courses about that, or like a program. You were, but you stopped after a month. Ah, there's a catch. You got to do it a lot. How come you stopped it though, Kirby? Did you lose interest? Okay. Yeah? Oh, you lost interest in it, I see. Well, you know, maybe if you picked it up again, you could re-spark your interest in it. Right. And maybe it's not something, maybe it's not about finding a job that you love, but maybe a job that you just don't hate, you know? It'd be wonderful if we could all have jobs that we'd love to do, but sometimes the sad reality of it is that it's just not feasible. Yeah. And sometimes you just have to compromise and take the second or next best option. Oh, can I live this? I don't think I can. Yeah, I'm toast. I wasn't super interested or passionate in anything going in uni, but I like what I'm doing. Obviously, it's different for everyone, but lots of people do find themselves enjoying things more than they thought. Yeah, that too. Live indeed does suck. Yeah. I mean, I can only give myself as an example in this case, right? So I also went into university with not really too concrete of a plan of what I want to do, right? I was just like, you know, I'm doing sciences and I guess it'd be cool maybe to become a doctor or something, right? And found out that that wasn't really for me. And now I'm starting to be a paramedic, and you know, I can't say that I look forward to every single aspect of the job. Like like, yeah, there'll be some cases where, you know, you're just like, oh, you broke your leg, let me, you know, splint you and then bring you to the hospital, right? Not every case is going to be like that. Just today we were spent the whole lesson talking about cardiac arrests, right? And those are, well, they're scary because you need to do a lot, right? And you have to act quickly but precisely, right? You need to be able to communicate with your team and work together and make sure everything gets done on time. And I can't say that, you know, oh yeah, I'm really looking forward to attending to cardiac arrest calls, right? That sounds terrifying. But, you know, I think as I believe that as I do more of it, I'll get used to it, and maybe it won't be as bad as I thought. And in a way, maybe you can learn to enjoy, or at least be proud of my work when I get there. And yes, I know I'm speaking in a lot of this is a lot of speculation on my part, since obviously I'm not working this job yet. But you know, I feel like sometimes you just gotta go with the choice and see how that goes for a while, and usually it's not as bad as you think, just as Bibibox alluded to. This kind of stinks though. My stack is what I was talking about. Oh, I don't know about this either. Oh my goodness, I'm dead. All right, I think that's gonna be it for me for tonight. Let's go find somebody to raid. Yeah. No, not gestures. Go to Twitch. Mute site. Let's do this. Oh, don't look at that. You could raid Azura. Space is playing Tetrio. Oh, Weewoo's playing Tetrio. I haven't seen her in a while. You want to raid Azura? Okay, then we will do so. Raid Azura Horizons. Yeah, thank you everyone for dropping by today. I had a good time. It was nice to play Tetris without getting interrupted by the internet dying. I'll see you guys next time. Yeah. Bibibox, Vance. Yeah, thanks for sticking around, guys. So I'm gonna make the raid. And yeah, make sure to say hi. Let me turn off my music. And my music's gone. Peace out, Girl Scout. Ah, it's been so long since I've heard that. But yeah, that's cool. All right, good night, everyone.
They could have cut copy, miscut copy, missed height difference. Jacob, you're a YouTuber. Shouldn't you? I guess you're a content creator. That makes sense. Oh, Jeremy, hello, welcome. /shout out, Jeremy.